everybody, this is Laura Robertson with Keller Williams. I'm here at DalTile with Amanda. She is one of the design consultants, and she's going to talk to us about trends of tile for 2021. So one of the questions that I wanted to ask you is how do you give people direction in tile selection?
It's an interesting process. A lot of people come in and don't necessarily know what they want, so we have to ask a lot of questions. We start dialing down into what their style is, what their preferences are, and then we can start narrowing down kind of what we're going to offer, what we're going to show, some things that they might actually select.
So it's a process.
It is a process. It is a process, but it's fun.
Oh, I bet. Oh my gosh, yes, I can imagine. So tell me about trends that you're seeing this year, and color, shape, tile direction, design.
Right. I'll start with size.
Okay.
The typical size used to be the smaller format tiles, 6x6, 12x12, 13x13s. Now they're starting to go with larger format tiles, 12x24s, 24x24s. The larger the format, the bigger the room looks, especially on the floor. You don't have as many grout lines. The second trend that we see is how they lay the tiles. They used to just be kind of straight lays. Now they're more like a brick pattern. And in more modern homes, they lay them, linear, long and linear, so the grout lines all match. Nothing is offset.
Okay, very good. And what about color right now? What do what is the trend in color?
I am so excited that color is coming back. It took a break for a while. It used to just be kind of the builder beige, we would call it, and then it turned into a very stark gray and white. Now it's still gray and white. Like, we have a lot of gray and white still, but it's more of a muted. It's not so stark to where it's more soft in the color palette. However, people are starting to add color back into their tile selections. I know that for a long time they said add color with paint, add color with your decorations, which is still fantastic. It's just there's some beautiful tiles that can add some color for your artwork as well.
Right. So in the kitchen, I know a lot of people like to do something over the cooktop. What do you recommend to your clients on that?
So that's just a personal preference, right? We've had a lot of people come in and say, I don't want that. So we try to find a tile that offers a neat feature in the tile so that it's not, you don't have to do that over your cooktop. So something like this tile, this is a really neat tile. It's it's all the same, but it offers a color variation. It's not just a flat color. All of the tiles have a different color variation, so it adds a neat feature without having to do something different over your cooktop.
And there's a lot of texture in those tiles I'm seeing.
There is a lot of texture. That's another good observation. The texture in the tiles is making a huge push. There's still the flat, the flat surface, but these look handmade. They look kind of old world. There's a lot of variation in the coloring. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but in person, it just looks very unique and different, and it puts on the wall. It's a very neat look.
That almost looks like a piece of pottery, really.
It does. Yes. It does, and it comes in some beautiful colors that are just kind of standout colors.
And what about the finish? What is this finish, and what do you see? I see a lot of different finishes here.
There are a lot of different finishes. Again, it's another preference, how people prefer to show their pieces, but we have found a lot of people coming in asking for more of a matte or a satin finish. These are beautiful in the high gloss, especially when they have different variations in color. It really shows off the color and the uniqueness of the tile. But then you have people that don't want the shine, and so they ask for more of a matte or a satin finish. It's not flat, so it still has a sheen to it. So it still reflects the light beautifully, especially if you have under cabinet lighting.
Okay, true.
However, it does not just shine.
Sure, very good. And patterns, I'm seeing some different things here.
There's some fun patterns out there in tile. There's a lot of the pinwheels now. These are fun tiles. There's some, just a lot of unique patterns that come and play. And as we take a walk, you'll see some as we walk through the showroom. Pattern is a fun way to add a design feature into your tile.
Oh, cool. Let's go look at some patterns.
Absolutely,
okay.
Let's go.
Okay, so let's look at some patterns. Show us some patterns and give us, some
absolutely
guidance on that.
So as you can see, this wall is full of pattern and color, which is so fun. Some of the big trends are the penny tiles. These are fun features. You can add different grout colors to make the design stand out. Here we added a different color, so you can do some neat designs in a penny. We have different arabesques, These are really fun that have a pattern in the tile. People love that, especially over the stove. It's just a neat feature to add a little pop of color. We have, the metals. The metals are fun. Now, metals are kind of going out, however, the look is staying in. And the only reason metals are starting to make their way out is because they're really, they're hard to take care of.
Oh, I can imagine.
And they don't age well. And so
Okay.
people like the look, but they don't want to have to maintenance
Okay.
the tile. So there's a lot of fun patterns, a lot of colors here. I don't know if we can walk around. These are fun ways to just add some color and uniqueness to your style in your walls.
You mentioned adding some color. What are some of the colors you see other than the grays? What color are you seeing? Blues? I even saw a
Green.
blush of green. Okay.
Green and the reds, the blushes are a big color this year.
Okay.
They're coming up next year.
Okay.
We've seen a lot of greens starting to, the vendors are creating a lot of greens.
Do you see the I'm forgetting the color of the year? The color of the year. Do you see people using that in design?
It makes its way in a little bit, but a lot of times we tell people, like, don't lock yourself in
Okay,
to
gotcha.
certain trendy colors just because you're stuck with it for a while.
Sure. Okay, this has been super fun, super helpful.
I'm
Thank you
so
so much.
excited for
And
you.
can
Thank
you
you.
tell us like what kind of services you guys offer and how you can help folks?
Yeah, so DalTile serves, we're a wholesaler. So we provide all of our services to the dealers, to the contractors, to builders. The general public is welcome to come in and take a look and make their selections. Sometimes we have people do that, and then they select their contractor or their builder, but we provide the services to the contractors and to the
Gotcha.
dealers.
So as long as you can work through a builder or a contractor or a designer, you can purchase through it's here at DalTile.
Absolutely, and DalTile does make tiles for places like Home Depot. A lot of the dealers in the area carry our DalTile products, but the showrooms carry all DalTile and Marazzi.
I've been in a lot of designer showrooms for builders. You guys have the best selection I've ever seen
Oh,
anywhere,
thank
so it's really fun to
you.
come in. So come in and take a look, and
We'd love
thanks
to
so much
see
for your
you.
time.
Thank you.
Have a great day.